The first killing didn't feel like a murder. It felt like a mistake the city tried to correct quietly. A man was found seated upright on a park bench just before sunrise, his hands folded neatly in his lap, his head tilted, as if he'd fallen asleep waiting for someone who never came. His chest had been opened with surgical precision. No tearing, no panic. His heart was gone. There was almost no blood on his clothes. But beneath the bench, a thick, dark pool had spread into a perfect circle, soaking the soil like it had been poured slowly, patiently. Police called it an isolated incident. By nightfall, the city proved them wrong. The second body was found inside a grocery store freezer, kneeling between shelves of frozen food, eyes wide and glassy, lips blue, ribs crushed inward as if something had squeezed him until his bones gave up. The freezer door was closed, locked from the outside. Employees swore no one else had been inside. Blood coated the floor in a wide ring that hadn't frozen, steaming faintly in the cold air. When officers stepped into it, they felt dizzy, nauseous, like the room was pressing back. Then the third, a woman in her apartment bathtub, water still running, body bent unnaturally forward, spine curved too far. Her throat hadn't been cut. Instead, something had pushed deep into her chest, leaving a circular indentation over her heart, as if fingers had tested the space there again and again. Her blood circled the drain, but never went down. It just sat there, waiting. After that, the murders multiplied. Bodies appeared in stairwells, elevators, basements, rooftops. Always alone. Always at night. Always arranged with intention. Victims showed no signs of struggle. No defensive wounds. Their faces carried the same expression. Not fear, but recognition. Like they'd known what was coming the moment it arrived. Some had bruises inside their rib cages. Fingerprints burned into muscle and bone. Marks too large, too deep to belong to human hands. Surveillance footage became useless. Cameras flickered. Time-stamped gaps stretched for hours. Frames skipped forward like reality itself was stuttering. In one video, a man unlocked his door and stepped inside. The next clear frame showed police carrying his body out 6 hours later. The lights were still on. The television still played a laugh track. The circle of blood on the floor was flawless. Emergency lines flooded with calls. People whispered about someone standing in their rooms, watching them sleep. Not moving, not breathing, just waiting. Some claimed they heard footsteps pacing inside their walls. Others swore they felt pressure on their chests while awake, like hands pressing experimentally, learning where bones bend. Officers responded to dozens of these calls. They never found anyone, but they always left quickly. No one wanted to stay. The morgue filled beyond capacity. Autopsies revealed impossible details. One victim had handprints inside his chest cavity, pressed outward from the lungs. Another had ribs broken inward evenly, symmetrically, like something had hugged him too tightly. A coroner quit after discovering a heart placed back inside a body upside down, twisted deliberately wrong. Then came the blackout. Power failed across the city. At exactly 2:17 a.m. phones lost signal. Street lights died. For 3 hours, the city existed in silence. When the lights returned, 15 new bodies had appeared. Streets, hotel lobbies, office corridors, parking garages, each one positioned facing inward toward nothing, each one surrounded by the same dark circle, each chest marked with that shallow indentation over the heart, pressed so many times the skin had bruised inward permanently. No witnesses, no suspects, no explanation that survived scrutiny. The investigation collapsed under pressure and exhaustion. Officials blamed mass hysteria, a coordinated human killer. Anything that didn't require admitting the truth, that nothing human could do this so quietly, so patiently, so precisely. Files were sealed. Evidence vanished. The city learned to move on. But even now, people wake up gasping, feeling hands on their chests measuring. Sometimes they find a damp ring forming beside their beds, spreading slowly across the floor. Sometimes they hear breathing in empty rooms, steady and curious. The case remains officially unsolved. And whatever learned how to take hearts hasn't finished practicing.